Let's
What
go.
up, what 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 up? What's going on, America? We are back again. We are hype. Yo, for real, it's Saturday morning. We getting it in. East Coast, West Coast, we in the building. Brooklyn Bears and Balls Sports Show. Once again, it's my boy Don in the building, my co-host. And of course, we got our resident, one of our resident hosts. Listen, y'all already know this guy. He's coming in with his Philly pride and the whole nine, you know what I'm saying, represent the Philadelphia Feebles. He's in the building today.
See?
But y'all listen.
Disrespect starting already.
Disrespect starting already. But I can't even give you a honorary introduction, right? Nah, but listen.
I'm fine.
This is my man Scrap, y'all. Y'all know how Scrap do, man. Scrap brings the heat. His Eagles is 10-1. We're going to talk about it. It's a whole lot. We got the game of the week coming through.
Of the season.
Well, I won't go that far, but we'll see. We'll see how the rest of it plays out. But nevertheless, America, YouTube, Facebook, y'all know what to do. Y'all been showing us love, and we appreciate it, man. Listen, continue to like, continue to share, continue to go ahead and comment on the show as you're watching it, on the replay just the same, because it pushes our algorithms, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button as well on that YouTube, okay? See that like hit pop up like that? That's what I need you to do, all right? And we appreciate all the love that y'all been giving us. So, yo, Scrap and Don, we in the building. What's going on, fellas? Talk to us. What's up, D?
Oh man, I can't wait to talk about this. Is the show that we've been waiting for. This is the show, and we're gonna talk about your Cowboys just barely squeaking a victory. All right, so I know that you want to just sit back and enjoy and watch me and Scrap go back and forth, but nah, you're still in the hunt.
Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about our resilient win. Yeah, we're going to talk about our resilient win that everybody else gets a chance to have, but we can't, but it's cool.
This is divisional. This is divisional talk. We'll get to that, man. We divisional leader talk. We'll get to it. But without further ado, man, let's get into it. Week 13 has started. It is here. This is the start of make it or break it, pretty much for most teams. And really, honestly speaking, we want to say it's a 4-team race. In honesty, it's a 3-team race. And these are the 3 teams represented. San Francisco 49ers, Philadelphia Eagles, Dallas Cowboys. And I said it in that order because I think that's really the pecking order. And I'll say this. We'll start off with, week 13. Now, Rod won't really like this, but this is the truth. When of course, we've played the Cowboys head-to-head, and I don't want to rehash. The score is the score, right? But you also have to look at how you fare with other teams that you have played, right? So we played Seattle, the Coffee Roasters, last week, and just completely... Thanksgiving Day, we completely dismantled them. And so you're thinking like the Cowboys are looking good. Everybody's talking about Dak's numbers post getting slapped by the Niners. So now Dak is looking good. CeeDee Lamb has been balling out. Dak, I think 20 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, ridiculous numbers. Numbers are amazing. They're talking about MVP. But I have to pause them on that and say, hold up. You're not you really shouldn't be in the discussion for MVP based on what you're doing. So now we talk about the Cowboys playing this past Thursday. They play Seattle. I don't want to hear about DaRon Bland anymore. DaRon Bland, he's a corner that people try. When you're a good shutdown corner, you would not be getting that much attention. They would actually kind of veer away. They would go to any of the older players. They would probably try to go away from you. But the fact that he got toasted, and I mean, really, the crazy part is the Cowboys won the game, but the reason that they really should have lost. The reason they won is because they didn't go to DK Metcalf the rest of the game. The second half,
there's a reason for that, but I'll tell you why. But go ahead.
Okay, that's no problem. There's reasons for everything. But if DK Metcalf, and we saw that 76 yards something, he just pretty much smoked him. And DK Metcalf, he's known as being a big body. He has decent hands. He's not great. he doesn't have great footwork. So he's not coming in and out of breaks and roasting people. But once he gets the ball, he can pull away from you. But the fact that someone like DK was eating up DaRon Bland, that lets you know that maybe he's overrated. Maybe, perhaps. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying he's not, but just perhaps he's overrated. I find it interesting, and because we played like opponents, right? And we can compare based on that. I think that's a fair comparison. We played Seattle. Seattle happens to be in our division. So we played Seattle, and we still have to play them again. We pretty much dismantled them. The Cowboys barely squeaked out a victory. When you compare those things, and of course, we don't want to talk about Arizona when we played Arizona as opposed to when the Cowboys played Arizona, but those type of things let you know. I started off by saying it was a 3-team race, but it really honestly might be just a 2-person race, a 2-team race. And it really, the NFC, who represents the NFC in the Super Bowl, might be determined this Sunday. What do you say?
Okay, first of all, let's keep, first of all, again, as I've been saying all week long, as it's always been the narrative, Dallas gets no love, right? Everyone is going to always find an excuse when we play well or we get a resilient win. It's, but we moved the goalpost back. But Seattle is not this, or this team is not that. Now it's a DK Metcalf is all of a sudden not a good receiver. Like he's a Pro Bowl receiver. Like he's been that dude the last couple of years. Now all of a sudden,
not this season, but okay.
Okay, but I'm saying, but he's still a good receiver. And I'm saying this was a team that was 1-6-3. Yes, they have been playing bad, lost 3 or 4, haven't scored a touchdown in 7 straight quarters. Did they get off on Dallas? Yes, they did. DaRon Bland had one bad half, mind you, not a bad game, one bad half. He got torched. He's still falling to the purpose, second-year player. Every corner is going to get burnt, and they're going to have bad games. Axe Bradbury and Slay, they have him every week, okay? But Bland had one bad half, okay? One bad half is what he had. Okay, he got smoked, no question, no making no excuses. I felt like he wasn't in his ball hawk mode, especially on the fade route to the corner there when the over the shoulder catch to Metcalf. I thought Bland was in position. He had that. Okay, he actually was in good position as well on the 70-yarder as well. But Dono, for whatever reason, bit on the eye fake that Geno had, and Geno threw a really good pass. So I'm not gonna knock it. It happens. It's okay. Second half, he was, again, like A.J. Brown was in the second half. They all took showers, although Metcalf did come back to score a touchdown. Okay, so he did, only because, again, Gilmore, who shut him down in the second half, and if he doesn't run into Hurst in the end zone, then he also plays well on that as well. So the thing is this with Dallas, okay, again, we always make these excuses for the Cowboys. See, the Niners now, to remind you, you lost to a backup quarterback in Cleveland. We don't hear nothing about that. You lost to a Justin Jefferson-less Minnesota Viking team. You lost that game. Nobody said nothing. You see what I'm saying? The Niners get the pass. Everybody gets a pass except Dallas. Because again, I know, because we're the Cowboys. I get it. It's cool. But let's keep it. Let's keep that. No, it's the truth. It's the truth. No one even still talks about the Eagles losing to the Jets. Okay. And yes, y'all pounded out the Seahawks and you pound out the Cardinals. Divisional teams, usually they would play you a little bit tougher, but clearly y'all are better than those teams. Okay. And y'all just happened to annihilate them as y'all did, like y'all even did us. I still don't even talk much about it, but I know what the Cowboys have been since we lost that game to the Niners. And again, you're going to beat bad teams because you play more bad teams on your schedule than good teams. That's the thing. We're going to see what the Cowboys are made of in these next 4 weeks. Trust me when I tell you. And I believe Dallas is going to prevail because the Eagles is going to take back-to-back L's. It's going to happen. So the truth of the matter is that with Dallas in that game, Dak is looking good, and to say that Dak doesn't deserve MVP consideration, why? Because they're playing bad teams. Every team has been playing bad teams. Y'all all been playing bad, so y'all been playing.
So you changed your tune
teams every week.
So now you changed your tune. So now he should be considered.
No. Saying it doesn't. No. I said I'm not. Me personally, I'm not even considering the MVP stuff. For me, that doesn't. I have no interest in that. I just want to continue to see Dak playing well, commandeering the offense in the way he's been doing it with the level of confidence that he's playing. But again, everybody harped on the interceptions last year. Now that he's having an MVP type season, which you cannot deny, okay, even though that's not that important to me, but let's be honest, he is having an MVP type season. And if he wins these next games and finds a way to beat a Tua and an Allen, and he's going to beat Hurts next week, then we'll see what happens. Then all of a sudden, it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Now he gets no love. We hopped on an interception last year. Now we want to downplay and see. Why can't you just say Dak is balling? Everybody balls against bad teams. That's the thing. And now we're going to see what Dallas is about. Can he separate himself in an MVP race if he gets these wins in these next few weeks? Yes, he will. He will definitely do that.
I agree with that. Now, I do agree with that. But yeah, I agree with that.
But all I'm saying is that Dallas, at the end of the day, okay, we had a resilient win. We didn't look good defensively, although we had 3 straight turnovers on downs in the fourth quarter. Our defense stepped up. Now, we played 3 games in 12 days, okay? Defense was a little gas, whatever you want to say, but DeMarcus Lawrence played big in that. Micah obviously got the closeout rush, all right?
How was Steele doing? How Steele look?
Still played good. He didn't play too good again on this past Thursday, but he's been a little bit better. But he's coming off that ACL that he had in the middle of the season, so technically he's still kind of recuperating. But Steele is still, you know, he's got to step up. But it is what it is. Yeah, Steele is still. He's still, but still is still a legitimate right tackle. He's still getting into his form. That's all I could say. But at the end of the day, Dallas did what we had to do, like all good teams do. And again, only thing I'm here to say is that when Dallas does it, it's always an excuse. But when y'all teams get a resilient win, all of a sudden it's, we resilient. We're sure. The Eagles haven't looked good at all. Niners haven't been tested in a close game at all, really, to be quite honest. And the closest games y'all have been tested in, y'all have lost. Y'all had no resilient wins at all, the 49ers. So we got to see, because if next week on Sunday, if this game is close, then you got to end up favoring the Eagles because they know how to win close games that they get a lot of credit for. Of course, Dallas don't get credit for that. So this is what I'm saying. You're going to see a lot in here. Trust me, we ain't got to be the best team in NFC to win the Super Bowl. All right. Once we get into the playoffs, it's going to be what it's going to be. But I still think Dallas got a great chance of winning the NFC East for real. And I like the win that we had on Thursday. It was a good win. It was a resilient win. And you know, you got to give the Seahawks some credit though. I thought the Seahawks, you know, they played well.
You would like your team to win the NFC East because that's your team. You would like them to have everything, but they're not going to. And one thing I don't understand about Cowboy fans, okay? Last week, Don sent me, when we was playing the Bills, Don sent me a meme of Cowboy fans and 49er fans unified, right? And I got it from Don and I laughed at it. But then a Cowboys fan sent me the same thing. And I said, you know what? Y'all team up with anybody, man. Y'all don't have no pride, no type of, you know, resentment towards them. Listen, if anybody beat my team if anybody dismantled my team the way they did y'all's, no way I'm teaming up with them under any circumstances. No way. They beat
it's by default, though.
They beat y'all into submission. That's what they did. And now they got y'all now they got y'all walking around holding their pocket like y'all in jail. They made y'all their jail wipe. Y'all sitting there, y'all really rooting for a team that stomped y'all into that grounded y'all in the powder, as Don would like to say.
All right.
They beat the brakes off of y'all. We would never side with another fan base ever. That's just not what we do. Okay. And
now, Cowboy fans, go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
Cowboy fans side with whoever's playing the Eagles every week, and I've seen it. And that's just how y'all
do this. So y'all Eagle fans will do the same. Okay? So let me ask you something. Do you like to see Dallas lose? I'm not saying y'all root for the other team.
Dallas lose. I love to see them lose.
Then that's the difference. Then what's the difference?
You know what,
that's the same thing.
See, I'm gonna tell you something. You started yours off saying about the goalposts being moved. The reason why the goalposts get moved for Dallas because y'all fans start the goalposts on the 20. Okay, on the opposing 20, and every time something, then y'all move it back, and then y'all move it back a little, but. With y'all, the goalpost never goes all the way back. Long as it's good enough for y'all, it's good enough to be a victory for y'all. Okay, now if y'all was 10-1 winning the games, how we're winning the games, y'all would be running around here. How about them Cowboys? Y'all be bumping chests and all kinds of stuff. But when we win games like that, I'm not impressed. They trash. We can be trash, but trash wins. We're winning. Y'all not going to beat us next week. I'm gonna save that. because I'm pretty sure I'll be back on to talk about that.
Oh, you definitely coming back. Oh yeah.
This week I'm focusing on that guy in the red hoodie this week. That's what I'm focusing on. But what I will say is I was not, just like y'all wasn't impressed with none of our wins. I wasn't impressed with y'all wins Thursday night. I wasn't impressed at all because I'm sitting there watching the game and I text down. I'm like, hold on. I'm like, now if that was us that just had every time Hurts threw an interception, it was laundry on the field. Y'all be like, oh, the refs gave him this. The refs, once again, walked the ball down the field. Anytime Dak threw an incomplete pass, it was a flag. The only one that really was good when the dude jumped and they had the free play and Dak threw an interception. All right, that was the right call. But that pass to Pollard, that was by him when Wagner hit him to the ground. The ball was by him already.
I will agree with that. The Wagner call was definitely suspect. I will agree with you on that.
The CD call. Yeah, the dude grabbed him on the shoulder, but CD still had a chance to make the catch. AJ Brown would have fought through that. He would have wanted to do like a backpack and caught the ball. I mean,
I didn't know AJ Brown's still playing. I haven't seen him in weeks. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I ain't seen him in a few weeks.
Well, you're not gonna see him. You're not gonna see him week 13 either.
I mean, he was catching 25 balls a game for about 5 weeks straight. But
I'm gonna tell you about one particular ball he caught against y'all. He was standing in that big green field part that has Eagles written on it, and they counted for 6 points. That's the catch he had against y'all. Okay, don't come in here attacking my team. And you know what? I was foaming at the mouth watching y'all recap the Bills game. You down there all trash. He's trash. And you know what? In 20 years, I've never seen Don lose his composure. I almost got him the other day. Oh my God. I was like, who I almost had. I was like Pinky, man, with Craig kept talking. Yo, I'm telling you, man, oh my God, I was so happy. I finally got him to crack. That's all I wanted. I finally got him to crack. You remember? Because I'm like, the Lakers lost by 40. You Lakers go 6 ain't nothing. You say, and that's the only enjoyment that you're going to have. You know what? No, you know what? No, let me pull back in. I'm not going to even do it. I see. Yes, I got him, and I got him, and I got him.
Listen,
absolutely.
I'll say this.
Oh my God.
And Rod, listen.
And DaRon Bland still leads the NFL with the QBR rating that's the lowest against. So like I said, one bad half. Again, give DaRon Bland, and he still got a pick in the second half. Still got 8 picks overall. I just want to point that out. Like, don't say he's trash because he's not. He's better than Bradbury and Slay all together.
What's her name? Aunt Fee. Remember the lady used to cook, Aunt Fee, and she used to tell you to do this, and she like the chicken falls right off the bone. Man, DK Metcalf barbecued him. He fell right off the bone.
He did.
Right
he
off
did.
The
but
bone.
But here's a sign language for him. It's called.
Yeah, because they took Bland off of him. That's called adjustment.
Right, and that's what we did. Right, exactly.
That doesn't negate the fact that Bland and we know DK Metcalf.
He's a bad corner now, so now he's a bad corner.
No, he's not a bad corner. He's a great corner,
but he leads the league in NFL and interceptions. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because that's what you were saying earlier, Don, in your opening statement.
Right. My statement is, when you think about shutdown corners, typically,
he never said he was a shutdown. Nobody ever said he was a shutdown corner.
You said is he the best corner in the league?
Right now, he is, yes. But that don't mean it's a shutdown. That means a shutdown corner and the best corner, two different things.
So if he's the best corner, wouldn't opposing quarterbacks and offensive coordinators stay away from him?
Not necessarily.
Oh, so they would give him more.
He's still a young corner. He's a young corner. They see something on film that they feel like they could attack. And apparently that's what they did. Sometimes Bland can't get beat on the double moves. In fact, Keenan Allen twice in that Charger game. It's just that Herbert missed him. He was beat by a mile, and he still got beat even against Lockett in that game. Lockett just dropped the ball on that crosser that he hit him up. That was a touchdown.
Don't get me to talk about that.
Yeah, that was a touchdown. He had a bad game. There's no question about it.
And so with that being
he
said,
had a bad game, and we all have it.
So with that being said, can we?
What about when Devontae went straight by him and then up? What was that? Because that was a single move. That was the Devontae
when Smith beat us. Yeah. No, he ran past it. Smith is fast. I mean, he just outran him. That's all.
So he's getting toasted. It seems like he's getting.
But y'all bringing out plays. But y'all bringing out plays when his body of work for the last year and a half. He had 5 picks in a slot last year. Now he's got 8 picks on the corner, which is where it's harder in the sense because now you're more vulnerable. And he's got 8 picks with five tutties. So what I don't understand is y'all bringing out a little bit of plays and you're trying to discredit the man. And the dude is better than any corner on y'all team. And he's a second-year player who wasn't even a starter. And he's better than all your whole back end, both the Eagles and the 49ers.
So let me ask you a question.
That's not even Gilly or Diggs. We talking about DaRon Bland.
You said Gilmore is washed. You said
he's washed. You can't.
So now
did he not shut down Metcalf? No, but he still plays heady football, and he plays with a level of intelligence. He doesn't have the speed anymore, but he's still savvy. He's still a good tackler. And he did shut down DK Metcalf, did he not, in that second half? And the only touchdown he got because Jaron Kearse, like an idiot, runs into him in the pick play, which is what you see Gilly yelling at him like, yo, what you doing?
I thought you said they stopped going to Metcalf. So how you shut him down if they stopped going to him?
Because he was playing, because he was covered. That's why they stopped going to him. Why would you stop going to a guy who just had 140-something yards in the first half, just about? Why would you stop going to him? Because he was covered. He was covered.
They start throwing at the guy that Bland was on. They start throwing to the guy that Bland was on.
And still that didn't do anything. Because what happened there? Nothing happened. Bland got a pick, and Bland still played decent. He did get burnt on that one Lockett play. But for all intents and purposes, they didn't do anything. They did nothing. And that particularly in the middle of the third and into the fourth quarter.
So, Rod, go
ahead.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so I will say this. Statistically, so are we going to now, statistically, we're going to now go with stats and what stats say. If DaRon Bland has these picks and he is playing as the best corner in the league so far, are we going to go with stats now, or are we not going with stats? Because we're going to go somewhere further into the show. But I just want to know what side of the fence you're on as far as stats are concerned.
I'm talking about the culmination of everything, D. You could point out bad plays, but you could also point out a lot of good plays. But you just talk about the MVP. How is the MVP going to be measured? What's the metrics on the MVP? Stats. At the end of the day, you're going to go by stats. When you put everything into perspective, stats ultimately is going to be the thing that is going to be the barometer by which we're going to measure the success either of a player or a team. Just like the Eagles. Say what you want. I've been talking about it. Eagles haven't been playing good, but at the end of the day, they're 10-1. They're 10-1. So you can't refute but so much. And the same thing when you look at an individual play of a DaRon Bland. DaRon Bland played bad. He had a bad half. What corner do you ever, and I don't care if it's the Deions, I don't care if it was the Champ Baileys, the Darrell Greens of the world, everybody has gotten beat and given up multiple touchdowns in a game before. It happens. But to know that when you look at this young kid who's not even a starter, to come in and replace an all-pro corner and still play at the level he's played, come on, bro. Y'all gaming if y'all ain't giving him his dig.
He's a starter now, though. He's a starter.
Yeah, he's a starter, but he came in for Diggs. Diggs got hurt in
he's
practice.
A starter.
Yeah, now he's a starter. But what I'm saying is he wasn't a starter when he came into the league, and he was a slot. He played in a nickel last year and still got 5 picks.
Well, let me tell you, Brock Purdy wasn't a starter, but what is he doing now? Like, so don't. At some point,
to my point.
At some point, you got to drop it. You got to drop.
But why don't people talk about Purdy in the way that he did for so many weeks and up and down? Because again, last pick in the draft, and he wasn't a starter, and nobody expected him to do what he done. Now he's
a starter. They know
he's a starter.
So Purdy had a bad game, like Bland had a bad game. Is now Purdy not a good quarterback? Is Bland not a good cornerback because he got beat bad in the second in that half?
The only thing I'm suggesting is this. This is what I'm suggesting. If through the next 4 weeks, DaRon Bland is still a shutdown and he's not getting torched week by week, I will give him credit. That show after these 4 weeks, after he plays real deal quarterbacks and real deal teams, because my question is, where was his shutdown ability when he played us and we put up 42 on him? Where was his shutdown?
The whole team played bad. Bland didn't get beat in that 49 game. Y'all killed us with Kittles in the middle of the field. Everything was in the middle. Y'all didn't do nothing on the ends. It was the middle of the field where y'all killed us. That's where y'all make your money at. Right there in the middle of the field. So Debo, Ayuk, y'all killed us in the middle of the field. That's the safeties who were playing bad for Dallas. Again, Kearse has not been playing good this year. Neither him or Malik Hooker for that matter.
But would you say that Bland dominated in defeat?
Right. There you go.
Would you say that?
He would say that. You know, he would say that.
Yeah, he would say that. That game was out of hand. That was a bad team loss at the end of the day. You can't even put that on one player. It was a bad. I'm so glad y'all just in the way y'all beat us, because whatever happened, Dallas recalibrated, and now we looking like, trust me, it ain't gonna be no 42-10 when we see y'all again. That ain't happening. Trust me. It's
y'all
a
not
whole
gonna
nother
see them.
day.
Y'all not gonna
gonna
see
them
us again.
Yeah,
We're
y'all
gonna see
not
them again.
again.
Oh, we're gonna see them again.
You're not gonna see us
We're gonna
again.
see them.
Yeah, y'all not gonna see them again this year.
We will see them.
Y'all,
We will
right.
see them. Yo,
That's so
y'all
sad. Yo, when you said
it's all
that,
good. It's all
when you
good.
said that kind of took up for his soul because his shoulders kind of dropped when you say, "Yo, you never gonna." It's like closing the door behind him. Yo, you not gonna see it. Can I go outside? No, you can't go outside.
No, you can't go outside.
Oh,
y'all
man.
saw them already. It will be no more seeing them this year. Yeah, you only get one chance.
Right, yo.
After 2 weeks. All right, after 2 weeks, when y'all take a double L, watch. It's all good.
Okay.
Then you're gonna be like, okay, Cowboys and Niners in the NFC Championship. That's how it's gonna be. But all right, but it's all good. My Cowboys gotta win. So we 9-3. We all good.
So I there's some other interesting games that are going on week 13. Of course, there's 6 teams on the bye. But I think we'll discuss those other games. But let's get to the game of the season.
You sure you want to do this right now?
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. Why not?
You sure?
Why not? Are you sure?
Okay.
Are you sure your team is ready to play on Sunday? Because I have a few predictions that I don't think are Super Bowl, but for you, I think you're going to find it hard to believe.
Okay.
The 49ers are going to Philadelphia. And so there's been some bad blood. There's been some trash talk back and forth. And I think some can take it as it being an excuse. Some of it is just factual, right? And, Brock Purdy, who was playing excellent up until that game, got injured very early in the game. And then they had, Josh Johnson. He's terrible. I do believe, and I've said this back when, I think he concussed himself. I could see him slamming his head back because he wasn't doing anything. He was terrible. And so I don't know how long, I don't know how he's been such a journeyman so long. He's terrible. So bad on our part for not having a suitable backup. But that year we went through a lot of quarterbacks, a lot of injuries, unfortunate injuries. So, it is what it is. We tried to make do with it. And of course, based on the most important position being, hurt, sent out of the game, we're lining up a running back to play quarterback. I mean, we had to go reserve. The Eagles, and so this is what I look at. How were the Eagles looking before the injury? Before Brock Purdy got hurt, how were the Eagles looking? Did they look like world beaters? Because, of course, after Brock Purdy got hurt and it was crystal clear that there was not going to be any passing, right? It was just pretty much you could stack the box. We became half-dimensional. It wasn't even one-dimensional. They pretty much imposed their will. And a team that is in the NFC championship game should be doing that. That's what they should do. They should impose their will. They're good enough to get to that point where they should impose their will. If there's blood in the water, they should take full advantage of it. And the fact is, that's what they did. Now you fast forward to this year, Eagles are playing really well, right? Schedule-wise, record-wise. But I haven't been impressed, and it's not based on the fact that, of course, I don't like the Eagles, right? And, Eagle fans are very similar. I find them to be very similar to Cowboy fans. Let me tell you why. The only difference I find between Eagle fans and Cowboy fans is Eagle fans will fight you. They'll fight on sight. They become more, they're just as dogmatic, but they're more vicious. So they're very similar fan bases. They're delusional, but they will fight you. I saw something, a little kid at the end of the game was talking with the guy. It was Buffalo game. The guy was talking. I guess after the game, they're heading to the parking lot. This kid had to be 6 years old. Yeah. He's giving the adult the middle finger, and I'm like, oh, first of all, where's your parent? Number two, the father, the adult that got the middle finger. Do you have a kid to handle that? I would have sent my son over there immediately and said, bend that finger back. Whatever finger you see up, bend it back. How do you? And so they're indoctrinated to be vile. They're indoctrinated to like we know that the Raiders get a bad rap. The black hole, people dressing in all types of demon costumes and all that, and people would be
like
scared to go. Right, be scared to go to the black hole. But by far, I think the Eagle fan base is the fan base that they won't. If they win, they're gonna be nasty, and if they lose, you better come deep to a game.
Up out of there. Yeah,
you better come deep to a game, and you better be ready to throw hands because
somehow, bro. For real.
So I find that the Eagles, and this is something that I just started thinking about. I think that the Eagles and the Cowboys are very similar. It's just the difference is the Cowboy fans are delusional. Every year is their year. And I don't think Eagle fans have always thought that every year is their year. I think as they have gotten progressively better and they're playing on a consistent level, they're buying into it. But let me tell you who doesn't help the situation. Sirianni is a instigator. He's the type of person that will try to tell people to storm the Capitol. He's one of those type of dudes that will be like, yeah. Like he just kind of pushes that type of. I mean, he fits in for the Eagles. He's the perfect coach for the Eagles. Punchable, and I've said this. He has the most punchable.
Oh
now,
my God!
I think the grandfather of punchable faces is Seattle's coach. He has the most.
So since I punched Pete Carroll, y'all can punch Pete Carroll in the face on your own, y'all did, but we punch him in the face too. So just punch Sirianni in the face. If you could just, and then we'll punch him in the face. I
don't think.
And
then
Pete Carroll. But think about it,
actually
coached 4 weeks in a row of punchable faces. Because y'all punch Pete Carroll in the face, we punch him in the face. You're gonna punch Sirianni in the face on Sunday, and then we're gonna punch him in the face on the following Sunday. So the 2 most punchable faces get beat up 4 weeks in a row. What more can you ask for?
That actually works.
That works.
But I'll say this.
Still siding with you.
I know. He's right.
No. I hate the 49ers. I'll get into it in a minute, but go ahead, Don.
I'll say this. I think the 49ers, I like the fact that I think it is. And one exciting thing that I saw, they asked Kyle Shanahan why they're favored. And he said, I have no idea. It's a weird thing. I don't know how these numbers work. That gave me such a rush because I know that Kyle Shanahan is going to unleash that offense. I'm telling you, the fact that he's playing coy. He doesn't know how spreads work. He doesn't know why they're pretty much really 6-point favorites because a home team usually gets 3 points. The fact that we're 3-point favorites on the road with a team that has a better record, this is what is going to be beautiful is watching Sirianni's face after. There's only a few people now. There are certain Eagle players that I do like. I like their game. They're good players, right? And I don't have a problem with Jalen Hurts.
I like
the fact that he's in an Eagle uniform is his downfall, right? And I like AJ Brown. He's a great player. The fact that he's in an Eagle uniform is the problem. Devontae, no problem. Swift, when he was with Detroit, great player. The
fact might as well say their whole team. D, you naming everybody.
No, the fact that I know players. I mean,
these are players you like. You're saying these are players you like.
They're good players. These are good players outside of the fact that they wear an Eagle uniform. I mean, I can name Cowboy players just because I'm knowledgeable about players. I
thought you said you like. I thought you had used the word like. In other words, you don't like. I hate every player on the Eagles, but I do. If one dude I do like Jalen Hurts because he's humble. And AJ Brown, Julius Randle's brother, I can't. He's another punchable, old sleepy-eyed, big old bug-eyed dude. I want to punch him.
Right.
But just go ahead. All right, go ahead.
I'll say this. We'll get to the scores, predictions, how the game is going to roll. But I will say this. I want to start off saying the Niners will put up easily 30 points. We're going upwards of 30 points. Easily. The people that are predicting a 10-13 game, no way. We're going to put up points. CMC is going to ball. Brandon, those corners are going to be torched. And let me just say this, Cowboys, 2 weeks in a row at home, teams, quarterbacks have been able to put over 300 yards. So you got to be concerned about that. But a torchable backfield or a torchable team that is already from Sam Howell to Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy is going to be no different. And thinking about, and even Josh Allen, 500 yards of total offense against you guys, that has to try, and they got an L. You're absolutely right. But you have to consider the fact that Josh Allen, there is no balance on the Buffalo team. It is too Josh Allen centric. Our team is diverse. We have players, we have skill position players, and you're not going to be able to take one person away. So I like our chances, and I think that the game is going to be, and I'm calling it now, it's going to be a blowout. We're going to blow them out. And I would not be surprised if going into Sunday, the spread goes up at least another half a point. Because you know what that's going to do? That means that Vegas is trying to get the last minute fool Eagle fans to take the hook. And that hook is going to hook them, and they're going to get jammed up. Book it. The 49ers are going to win by double digits. What do you guys say?
Okay, well, this is going to be like the song Scenario. That was just Fife that went. You could be whoever you want in the middle. I'm Busta Rhymes on this one. I will be going last, so you go ahead, Rod.
Just don't make me Dinko D, because he was trash.
Right, don't be Dinko.
Yeah, don't be Dinko D. Whatever you do, don't be Dinko. Listen, wow, I wouldn't go that far as a blowout D. Wow. Well, I actually got the Niners winning though 38-33. But the thing is this though. The one dimensional, like you talked about, or half dimensional from last year, right? I really think you got to throw out last year's NFC Championship game. If you're going to be fair about it, not having a quarterback of any caliber once Purdy went down, you just didn't have a game anymore. The game was completely just done away with, right? I think when you look at this game here, CMC and the way he runs, the way they use him, and the fact that the Eagles, it appears to be, okay, that they haven't really stopped the run that well. There's times where you can run on them, because I don't think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, Scrap. I'll defer to you because I know you watch your Eagles with a little more intent than we probably do. But like it seems like Brown and middle, they're playing good, but they're still kind of struggling a little bit. And I think what you call it is still he's playing with some injury, if I'm not mistaken. But I think there's opportunity to run on them. Okay, especially
Pacheco did last week.
Get to the outside. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I think they've been vulnerable in the run game, and I think you got but the way again, Shanahan, his schemes, you can get CMC out to the side. He's got good speed. He can get out there to the side, especially if you run outside with Trent. And those guys start pulling because they do a lot of pick and pull type run schemes and stuff like that. So they get their guys out, and everybody on the Niners block. Everybody blocks. No matter what your position is, you got to block. So you got blockers, not just your front five, but you got your Ty Kittles is blocking, Ayuk is blocking, Debo's blocking, everybody's blocking, and they can definitely mix it up in the run game in that sense. And again, the back end for the Eagles, that's been the Achilles heel, and that's not going to get any better. Like there's no adjustments to be that. I don't think anybody's talking in the meetings room during the week. No one is. Brian Dawkins is not coming through that locker room. Nothing is happening. Bayard is not. He's washed. The whole truth is that back end is where it's going to happen. And again, the intermediate routes that Purdy loves to use with Ayuk over that middle like that, who's not clearly been his target, I think there's a lot of opportunities, particularly with the play action. So if they're running the ball well, which I think they will, I'm not saying that CMC is going to rush for 130 yards, but all-purpose yards, he's going to still look good. And I think he's going to have his runs when they need to have the runs. And that's going to open up the passing game. And again, to me, when you look at the Eagles, this is what I'm going to say, and I'm going to throw it to you, Scrap. It's more about just the resiliency, right? They're going to do just enough because they are a good team, all right? They are a good team. They're going to do just enough to keep themselves in the game. Only thing I'm scared of, even with my score, because my score is close, that's a one-possession game. But you do want to be careful, because that's the part that hasn't been proven since we've been talking about that with Dak and the Cowboys and what they haven't proved yet. The Eagles, if it's close, the Eagles know how to win. Regardless of however it happens. If it's
that's your score. That's your score.
No,
that ain't
my score. No, I know that.
I'm
saying my score. That's what I said. My score is a one-score game, but I'm picking y'all to win. So I'm kind of going against my my theory here that the Eagles can win close games, where the Niners, y'all haven't really proven that y'all can win. We don't know what Purdy is behind the sticks when he's at a deficit. If he's got to be the guy that's got to come, the game
is going to be close. You're suggesting that they could come within your score, and they be behind the whole game. I don't understand how what you're saying can't be true.
That could be true. And you're right. However, that scoring lays out,
it's not going to be close. But go ahead.
Well,
I'm sorry.
I don't know, no, you're fine. But I was going to say this though, but what I'm saying is that again, we don't know what Purdy is like in those situations, right? Again, you got opportunity against the Eagles back in, but now the 49ers is the same. And I did give Ward credit. I think Ward has been playing better. He's been watching the show. I've been calling him out. He's been hefty with extra lining. He's been trash all year. He's been playing a little bit better, I got to admit. But the thing is that the Eagles will have opportunity there too, because I think you got Smith, you got Brown, you still got, even though their tight end situation is not there with Goddard, but they still got opportunity to make some things happen. So they're going to take advantage too of where y'all's Achilles heel is just is evident. So I think that's why I see them still scoring some points in that sense, and how they run the ball with Swift and then the Gainwell and these other guys. They can mix it up too,
Boston
because
Scott. They can take all
Boston
of them.
Scott. So
get them all together.
It's going to be. I think it's going to be a good game. But overall, as everyone has said, and it is true, the Niners are the more complete team. And if the Niners are clicking on all cylinders and they all are healthy, everybody's healthy. So they haven't lost a game when everybody's been healthy. So coming into this game like that, and you pray no one gets hurt on either side so that we could see a nice competitive game. But I do got the Niners winning this by possession. I got them 38-33. That's what I got. That's my score on that. So Buster Rhymes, take us home, bro. This is gonna be good.
Okay.
I can't wait.
Now watch as I combine on the juice from the mind. All right, now listen. What I will say to both of y'all is, the thing about y'all teams, y'all franchises, y'all storied history of dynasties and Super Bowls and everything, it gives y'all the luxury of playing the excuse card these days, okay? That NFC Championship game last year, right? Purdy got hurt pretty early, right? But nobody says, why would whoever the offensive coordinator was, why would they have a third string tight end blocking the guy with 1 million sacks? Okay, it was a freak accident that happened. But you get that, and that gives 49ers fans a convenient excuse to say, well, if our quarterback was playing ... and it'll be other fan bases such as Cowboys, Rod. I agree. If Brock Purdy would have played the whole game, y'all would have won that game, no doubt. Okay, fine. Y'all can have that. I'm gonna give y'all that. Okay. Now, what I will say, this game is going to come down to quarterback play, because even though you want to give the Niners edges in certain areas, we're pretty much similar in all areas except running back. They got an all-world running back. We got an all city running back. Okay. They got all, their wide receiver core is good. Our wide receiver core is good. Their tight end situation is going to be better this game because Goddard is on the fence. I think he's doubtful, so he might not play. Okay, so then it's going to come down to quarterback play. Okay, and the cliche they say about quarterbacks, they're like tea bags. You never really know what they are until you put them in hot water. Okay, when Purdy gets in hot water, we're going to see what he is, because he's going to be in hot water. We're going to be after him, okay? And I think that all the pressure is on the 49ers. There's no pressure on us, because we feel the same way when they interviewed the 49ers players before they played the Cowboys, right? They say, hey, what do you think about the 49ers? What do you think about the Cowboys saying this and saying that? He said, this is a regular game for us. They're the ones that mad we beat them. So guess what? That's how we feel. We could care less. We don't care about nothing y'all saying. You had Debo talking, giving bulletin board material, calling people trash and all this. And then, Shanahan did do the veteran move and try to scale it back some. And I have no idea. I don't know. Meanwhile, everybody, all the players in the background laughing. He's like, I don't. Yeah, we on that too. We definitely on that too. So what I'm going to say is, it's gonna be a good game. I mean, I feel the same way Don feel. I feel like we're gonna just come out and just show them that last year was not a fluke, even if that guy was healthy, and he is healthy. And I pray that he stays healthy, because I don't want no convenient excuses after we come and do our thing, because that is what's going to happen. Because we've been hearing y'all talk, and the whole time we just been sitting there like, okay, yep, we still got to play.
I got 2 questions for you.
And I got 2 answers for you.
Okay, so here's the question. Here's the question. Question number 1. So you said this game, the pressure's on the 49ers, right? Who are favored to win. So now you're not going to use that as an out if the Eagles lose, because the Eagles could afford to lose this game more than the Niners.
No,
right?
Oh no. It's no
okay,
out.
all right. Just want to make sure. Okay, so you're not going to say that.
It's all ends with me. It's no outs with me. I'm gonna tell you something. The pressure. I'm not even gonna say the pressure's on the 49ers. The pressure is on Brock Purdy, because they're all putting this all on him. Like, oh my man, if you were here, we would have won. If we was all we were missing. So they're putting all this pressure on Purdy. Like, he's the one with all the pressure on him, because now he got to come out and make his team, his fan base, his coaches, and everybody that's involved in 49er land, make them all not look like liars. Okay, he got a lot of pressure.
All he has to do is play. All he has to do is play within that offense. Play how he's been playing. We have no problems. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to do any special heroics. He doesn't have to.
Better not.
Although I do think he's going to throw for upwards of 300. I don't think he has to. I don't think he has to do anything outside of what he's already. He
better not.
He's going to hit.
He's going to get 300 though, D. Only reason why, because I think y'all going. Well, the thing is this. I think because of the running game. I think because, again, you got to.
Well, it's going to rain. It's supposed to rain again too. So who knows?
Oh, okay. So yeah, I think the way y'all going to play, I don't think it's Dak and Allen. They aired.
I'm telling y'all, man. These teams, man,
football with their children in the backyard against the Eagles.
Yo, these teams, man, y'all must got a witch doctor on staff, man, doing these rain dances every week, man. It started with the Chiefs, doing these rain dances, man. We can't listen. We can't get a clear forecast to save our lives nowadays.
No, that's gonna be a problem.
We can't get it.
Here's my other question for you, though, Scrap, real quick. If you don't mind me just interjecting.
Oh no, ask away.
Okay. So now, just and this question is gonna test what your fandom in this sense. Okay, all right.
You don't want to test that. I'm gonna pass every time.
I'm gonna test your fandom as far as the rationale to your fandom. Okay. Aside from the records, okay, because I do believe, like I told Don earlier, the stats are what they are. Y'all are 10-1, number 1 seed in the NFC, and arguably the best team in the NFL at this point. Although I still do believe the Niners are. Based on what the question I'm going to ask you, do you believe that the Niners are a better team than the Eagles?
No, I do believe that. Do not believe they are a better team.
You do not believe that they are. And why is that?
I knew that answer. He's never going to
No, but now the question comes, but
I honestly believe that.
You heard the fans say no, but now I want the rationale behind your no to be spoken.
Okay, you want this to be an unbiased no? Hold on. Take my hat off. No, they're not a better team. Okay, and I've taken my Eagles fan hat off. They're not. Listen, your record is what you are. You are what your record says you are. You know, we got, like I said, it's going to come down to the quarterback play. And our quarterback, no matter what you say, he fell off some, he regressed or whatever, he still wins games. He is a winner. You don't lose 2 games, 3 counting the Super Bowl in 2 years, being an average dude. Like, the dude knows how to win. He is a winner. We have that. And like I said, we put them both in, we put both quarterbacks in hot water. All right. You taste Brock Purdy. He's tea. He's big box of tea. It comes 1,000 tea bags for 89 cents. They don't even say the whole tea. It's just the letter T on it. It's just some tea right here. Now you sip the Jalen Hurts brew. You're like, okay, this is a nice lemon hibiscus with the chamomile aftertone. You know, it's a difference, man. There is a difference.
Oh,
when a team gives Jalen Hurts the ball back with a minute to go, and he got to go the length of the field, there is no worry, no type of oh man, we're going to lose. Every week I tell Don, it's to the point now I just send him the Jason mask emoji. I just send him the Jason mask because we about to walk him down. He better hope we don't have to walk them down. They better concede this game and take a shellacking, because if we got to walk them down, I'm telling you, that background back there, it's gonna look like a tornado. They had a earthquake out there. That ball, that Alexa, that's gonna be flipped over. The candles gonna be flipped, broken in half. All the sage and the shrubbery back there, that's gonna be all broken up, man. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna look like ground zero behind him, man. It's gonna look like ground zero behind him, man. I'm telling you, I promise you. I promise you.
So
I promise you.
And you know, this is all clippable material. This all
Yes.
that's why I'm letting him do most of the talking.
Yeah, yo,
Yeah,
please
Don
clip that part.
Listen,
Clip
wait
that
till you
part
see
when
the
you say
real
y'all gonna
it's
blow
be
us
all
out.
against you.
Please clip that. Please clip that. Clip that. And you know
Everything
what I need?
you say on this show can and will be used against you.
Yes. Listen, what I need you to do,
Corner
right? After we smack y'all around, I want you to get that clip where you say we are going to blow them out, and I want your production team to put the crying Jordan face over top of you while you're saying that. Just had the headphones on, the 49er shirt and everything. And matter of fact, I'm gonna screenshot this. I'm gonna screenshot it.
You can do it. That's fine. Feel free. Feel free. I'll do a still shot so you can screenshot it.
Wait.
Yeah. There you go.
You got it?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because and so let me get your score.
And Rod, you getting one too. You getting a crying Jordan face too.
Next week, I'm gonna have my Jordan
this
face.
week and next week.
This
You getting one too because you siding with him. You supposed to be impartial. Remember, you told me I couldn't have a sports show because I'm the ultimate homer. You supposed to be impartial.
He's
You're
right.
supposed to be impartial.
Can I say
No,
something
you're
that
very
real quick?
partial.
I'm gonna tell you why. This is what. Okay, for us to win the NFC East, we do need the Eagles to lose a game outside of the game that we'll win against y'all, right? So by default,
Here we go.
by default,
It's not by default.
we need, and the only team that I outside of us that can beat y'all is a team that is arguably considered the best team still and most complete team in the NFL. The Niners need this game. If they want to try to get the number 1 seed, they gotta beat the Eagles. So by default, we benefit. So that's all. We just
Listen. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. The Niners.
One thing I never
oh my
do.
God, I can't stand the 49ers from 1981.
Yes, you love them.
I hate them.
I pride myself on being a man's man, and as that, I never discuss what me and another man text. So there may or may not have been a text that came to me after that Buffalo game that said Rod is tight. May or may not. Okay.
You can't confirm or deny, right?
I can't confirm or deny that text came.
I was tight. Yes. Well, we'll confirm right here on the
I
show.
will say it. I text him.
Yo, let me tell you something, man. I had so much anger. It was like as if
Thank
Dallas
you.
lost
Let
that
it
game.
out. Just let it out.
Because I hate the Eagles. Listen,
Exactly.
if you're a Cowboy fan, there are 5 teams that you hate. You loathe, you
one
disdain.
team you hate.
All 3 teams in the NFC East, and you hate the Niners and you hate the Steelers. Those are the teams. You cannot be a Cowboy fan, which I don't understand this newer generation, because they just don't know. I was on the couch with my dad in 81 as a 10-year-old boy, and I saw what Dwight Clark did. I cried. I bawled out. When Troy Aikman threw the interception there, the Merton Hanks, we go down 21-0 in the NFC Championship in 1994. I literally took
that's when Hanks was doing this dance, right?
Yeah, Hanks was doing that stupid.
Yeah, I remember that. I was watching
want
that
to
game.
break his neck.
Yeah.
Oh
He
my
said
God!
his
Remember
daughter
that game?
does that. He said his
Oh, is
daughter
that what
does
she
that.
does?
Yeah, he got that from his daughter.
Oh my God, I couldn't stand when he did. Merton Hanks,
But
hated
you know
him.
what?
I
Listen.
loathed him.
And
I hate the Eagles.
This can be a therapy session, man. Just let it out. This is a safe
Y'all should have
space.
won that game. Y'all should have won that game.
After we played that next
stand.
show,
God,
it was that the whole show was dedicated to therapy. I
remember that. The therapy show, man. Listen, man, this is a safe space, man. Come out, let all your angers out, all your frustrations. Just let them out, man. We're here for you.
No, you know why I was angry? Thank you. I'm glad y'all here for me, brothers, and I appreciate that. I feel the love. I feel the safety
man.
here.
Absolutely,
it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I still hate both your teams. I love you dudes, but I hate your teams. Your teams I hate. But I want to see a bloodbath this Sunday. I do want the
because
Niners
he wants us.
I need the Niners to win. I do. Okay. I need y'all to win. Just listen. Don't think that y'all don't have games throughout the season where you need teams to win. Yeah, I need a Hezekiah Walker on you. I need y'all to survive.
Okay, so
I need y'all.
let me get a score from Scrap, and then I'll give my score. And we'll see. This score is going to be. This is something we're going to revisit. These numbers.
Okay.
Sometimes we make our picks and we just go win or loss. Yeah, we pick it. But we're going to be specific with these numbers. So Rod, your number was
38-33.
38-33 Niners, right?
Niners, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what was yours, D?
My score 35-21.
Okay, I'm going to go 1
Niners,
point less. Oh, yeah, of course. I'm going to go 1 point less than you. I'm going to say 34, and my lucky number 17. Eagles. We're going to double you guys up. It's going to be convincing.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to be convincing.
Oh my.
It's going to be convincing, man. You know what this is going to mirror when Mayweather just hearing people talking about, oh, he wins ugly, he runs, and he said, you know what? This fight, I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna stand in the middle of the ring and I'm gonna box. Yep, Mike. And I'm gonna box and I'm gonna put hands on. I'm gonna put hands and feet on you. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put hands and feet on y'all, and y'all gonna leave mad again.
You know what's disturbing to me with both you guys right now, though, and this is why again I don't understand.
What, that we never say our team will lose to somebody?
No, it's not that. It's just that y'all are predicting blowouts. It's like,
yeah.
What you think we was going to say?
You know what? You know what? Because he has an in the hunt. He has an in the hunt mentality.
Yeah.
You're not winning your division.
Wild card teams win Super Bowls too. Wild card teams win Super Bowl too. They win Super Bowls.
Let me count the ways. Let me count the ways.
Hey,
you want to bring up the Giants?
Ask the Patriots.
I thought you didn't like the Giants. Now all of a sudden, you're using them as a reference point. Get out of here.
Well, I'm saying it happens. It happens. I'm saying they weren't supposed to win the Super Bowl. Green Bay was a much better team than they were, and they beat them in Green Bay. They won their games on the road all the way through.
Did they play each other in the regular season? Did they have a mental edge over them every time they played them? So
it doesn't matter. They were still a better team.
If and when you get, if we assist you, and we will assist you. What you do with it, we can lead you to water, but we can't make you drink. So we're gonna do our part. They're gonna be 10-2 at the end of week 13.
And we'll see you in the NFC Championship when it's all said and done.
If you get to the NFC Championship game and face us, we've done all we can do for you. We're going to handle you like we've handled you in years past.
You only handled us one time with a blowout. The last two playoff games were close games that went down to the wire. So, and we shut y'all down defensively. That's why I say, to me,
how did you shut somebody down and lose?
The 42-10
both in the sentence. You can't
we shut down a lot of key players. It was because that game came down to plays, and it really came down to Dak. It was Dak with the picks in that game. That's what it really was, especially in last year's playoff game. That's what it came down to.
Nothing shuts down, right? When a company says we're shutting down, we're closing our doors. Can you still buy anything from if a store says we're shutting down? Can you get anything? We shut down a lot
of the aspects of what y'all like to do.
But you didn't shut down
that wasn't on our deep. No, but when I say shut down, I'm talking about defensively. We played well. It was only came down to those two picks. If you think about that game, that's all that was. And when you think about this blowout this year, to me, and again, inexplicable. Dallas is still wondering, like, yo, what were we on? Why did we even put up a performance like that? That was an anomaly. When you think about the two playoff games that matter, and we actually played y'all a lot better in those games, and we was able to minimize and be able to keep you guys at bay for the most part, no pun intended, but at the most part, in terms of what y'all like to do offensively, y'all had to y'all grit those games out. It wasn't no blowouts or anything like that, but the regular season, y'all got that. But we will beat y'all. But what I'm trying to say is, how can y'all both sit here and say, this is crazy thing to me. Y'all both gonna sit here and say, this is what I'm saying, y'all got y'all fans. I'm trying, and two guys that know football as much as y'all do, there's no way you could actually sit there and say, y'all gonna blow each other out the water when the Niners are a complete team, okay? And then you got the Eagles that are 10-1, and they know how to win, and they are still the NFC champions with that, whatever that means, okay? But at the end of the day, like, it's a scratch point. Jalen Hurts knows how to win, and he can run the ball. That's the thing. I mean, he kept them QB draws because he does run the ball. He's running the ball a lot more than what I thought he was able to do. But my thing is, there's no way, guys, y'all can sit here and say y'all gonna blow each other off the map. One team is gonna beat by a blowout. It's not like y'all playing the Cardinals or the Panthers or something. I don't understand.
It's going to be. It's
watch how you talk about the Cardinals. Watch how you talk about the Cardinals.
I probably should.
Right.
Pick a different team. Pick a different team.
You play the Bears or
there you go.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Team. Yeah.
I think it's very easy to say, and it's not a hard concept if you think that your team is.
But you think your team is that much better, D?
I think that our team. I'm very confident. Not batting an eye. My team. The 49ers are double-digit better than the Eagles.
Wow.
I think we're double-digit better than.
So then, what level then you put the Eagles on? Then, if you're better than them, then you're saying then they're no better than Jacksonville. They're no better than the Seahawks. You actually are putting them based on your prediction. And the bravado in which you're saying it, that's what the Eagles are on that level.
I think it's two. I think it's 2 touchdowns. I think we'll beat them by 2 touchdowns. And there is a lot. I have a lot of other things that I won't get into as to the reason why I think we're going to win by 2 touchdowns.
By all means.
The tea leaves are all sprinkled all over.
No, but D, you can't do that though, D. Don't.
No. I'm giving you the final. It's not like I'm going to hold the score. I'm not going to tell you what I'm thinking the score is. I told you the score is going to be what it is. I'll just say this. The score, we're going to win where you can't tease it. You can't tease up this score. For the people in Vegas, right? So let me just give you a quick
explain what that means. Yeah, because
I
like Shanahan.
So of course there's a spread, right? There's a spread. So it's 3 points, right?
Right.
But there's something called teasers, right? In the sports gambling world, you can tease 6 points, you can tease it up. So let's just say, for example, the Eagles would go, let's say you teased it, they would be +9, right? They would be a +9, a 9-point favorite, right? You're not going to be able to tease it. So right away, that lets me know, since I already know my team is better, we're going to win by double digits. It's going to be a non-teasable game. I'm
going to be teasing you on Tuesday.
Well, you can tease me. You can tease me, but what you're going to say is, yo, D, and this is what I'll say. Depending on how the game goes, I'm very confident because when I look at it, first of all, you have mentioned that Brock Purdy is going to be under a lot of pressure. I think that very similar to Micah Parsons, right? Because we know how to deal with dominant, and I don't think you have a dominant pass rusher, right? I would say Micah Parsons. I would say J.J. Watt or what? I'm sorry, not J.J. Watt. What's his brother's name? T.J. Watt. T.J. Watt. Those are dominant people that are rushing that you have to, or Myles Garrett. Those are the people that you have to account for. I don't think anyone on the Eagles is someone that now we have to shift away from. So we already know how to deal with dominant pass rushers with our pass game, with our motion, with getting people moving around, moving parts. So you have to try to figure out which way is the ball going. And I think because of that fact, because CMC can run right at dominant players or run away from them or motion away from them, you guys are going to be in trouble. I say all that to say that I'm very confident that we're going to get an early start. I think the link is going to be quiet. I think people are going to start trying to DoorDash. People are going to start trying to DoorDash cheesesteaks. They're going to be thinking about other stuff. And unfortunately, the 49er players, I mean, not the 49er players, the 49er fans that are there, just understand that it's going to get hostile only because it's going to and I will say this, according to ticket sales, over 44%, because the Niners travel well, over 44% of the link, but that's a home game for you, and that's 3,000 miles away. 44% of the people that are there are going to be in it. It's going to be it's going to be a sea of red. So 44% of people are traveling. I think the 49er fans,
they're going to be in the parking lot.
Nah, they're going to be in there. They're going to be in there. I think the average ticket sale is like $435 because it's a big game. This is going to be, it's a big game for you guys. This game, I think, is going to determine. These next 2 weeks I'm confident will determine who comes out of the NFC, and represents the NFC in the Super Bowl, because it's really a three-team race. I don't think Detroit.
Who's the third team?
The Cowboys.
Yeah. Why you? See.
I mean, you don't got to be nice because he's here.
No. I think
he's been consistent with that all year.
Do I think out of 4 teams? That is the
pecking order. Do I
think out of 4 teams, do I think they're third? Yeah, I do. I think it's the Niners, and we lost to y'all, the Cowboys, and Detroit. I've been consistent with that. That's not changing. And I think based off of this, based off of our victory tomorrow, I think based off the fact that now you will have to play, and now that game, another reason that game is going to be worth something, because realistically speaking, the Eagles out of both of us have the easier schedule moving forward after week 14. It's pretty easy. Cowboys have the toughest schedule of us three. And so this game for them matters.
Who they play? Who do they play?
Oh, he's talking about coming up.
Yeah, other than us, who's
we
the
got
tough
Buffalo,
team?
we got Miami, we got Detroit. You know what I'm saying?
Buffalo, Miami, and Detroit.
And we got y'all next week.
I don't know about Buffalo, but division leader in Miami.
Buffalo, though. Yeah, that's a cold game.
And division leader in Detroit. So, yeah, they have a tougher schedule moving forward.
All right, okay. I mean, they were supposed to be tough games for us, but, all right, you're right. You're right.
We didn't play Miami this year. I mean, we actually, Brock Purdy got his.
Who lost to Kansas City?
No, I said y'all almost. I said y'all should have lost to Kansas City. If they
no, we
dropped
shouldn't.
Balls.
No, we
and
shouldn't.
last week, if the option route gets on the same page with Allen and Davis, y'all
listen.
Y'all
Davis zigged when he should have zagged. Okay, and Scatlin, see, it's two kind of receivers. There are hand catchers and there are body catchers. Scatlin is a body catcher. Okay, so he should not be going over the shoulder trying to fingertip something. That's their personnel. They should have had Sky Moore or somebody running that route. Then we might be having a different conversation. Hey, remember the Chiefs scored that late touchdown and then Hurts had a minute to go and he marched right down the field and scored again, because that's what winners do, and that's why we get sprinkles on our ice cream. And we're gonna have sprinkles tomorrow.
But Scrap, at the end of the day, though, when you look at those two losses, again, teams implode.
What two losses?
Like Dallas did. The losses, not the two losses, the two
who got two losses?
Over I'm saying
talk to him on Monday. Talk that's prophetic, actually.
Prophetic.
Talk to him on Monday, because when we talk about two losses, that's when they're gonna be 10-2, and then we've done all we can do for you guys. We've done all we can do. And I don't know what this guy is saying in the comment. I don't even understand. It must be one of our foreign brothers who are all watching. But I can translate it. It says Eagles lose. That's what I get from it. I don't know what it says in the comment, but the first letter is a E. Eagles lose. Eagles lose to the Niners. Thank you, Nasir, whoever Nasir.
But I'm just appalled by the fact that y'all feel that y'all's teams are that much more dominant than the other team. In other words, y'all are just basically saying that,
because we're basing it.
I don't understand that.
It's a different mindset. I think it's a different mindset when you are.
It's a fan mindset. It's not a.
If we're honest,
you can't watch. That's a casual fans.
No. It's not. If you're honest with yourself, let me ask you a question. If you're honest with yourself, and you have said you've gone back and forth between, he should be mentioned in the MVP, and they're playing at a high level, and you're not matter to me. You're not taking into full consideration the level of talent that they've been playing against. But if you're honest with yourself, you would say that you don't think the Cowboys, if you had to face either one of us in the NFC Championship game, if you're honest, you beat the
Eagles. We can play with the Eagles, and the Eagles we can beat. The Eagles
have not dominated
anybody.
Play with them or beat them.
We beat them last year, and we can beat them this year. They beat us without Dak. We beat them without Hurts. They're gonna play. Hurts beat us this year. We imploded on the 6-yard line.
Okay, so
the Eagles didn't beat us. We beat ourselves in that game. That was all Dallas losing to themselves.
And so don't talk about fandom, because that is the.
That's not what happened. So what did the Eagles do when we was in first? It was first and goal at the 6 with 27 seconds left. What I'm saying is that's the definition of it being ridiculous.
Because we sacked Dak.
Y'all had one sack, but that sack, right? But that sack still, but that
pushed y'all back
after the right. But what pushed us even further back was the delay of game and the offsides.
Who's that on though?
Tyler Smith.
Yeah, that's not the problem.
That's my point. I'm trying to tell y'all is the fact that first of all, the
Eagles
is they're not a dominant team. Dallas can beat the Eagles, and
no, they can't.
That. Scrap, we can beat the Eagles. We can beat the Eagles. Is that the Niners? The only reason why I'm saying the Niners are better than us. Can we beat the Niners? Yeah, we can, but we haven't done it yet because again, 3 games in a row.
What would make you think you can if you haven't done it?
Right.
What would make you think you can if you haven't done it?
And the problem
because eventually you can beat a team. It happens.
That's like me saying I can dunk. I know I can dunk. I haven't done it, but I know I can dunk.
And Rod, this is the other problem that is
he's still concussed, man.
Your mindset and your.
But Duncan has nothing to do with opposition from something else. We're talking about meeting resistance from an opposition. Duncan is just you dunking the ball. There's no, you just can't do that. But to beat another team, that can be done. We can beat the Niners, and I believe we will when we play them in the playoffs. I'm going to definitely root for my Cowboys to win that game.
Again.
But to think that y'all
unfortunately, you won't see us. And Rod, this is the problem.
I don't even think we're gonna blow the Eagles out when we
you played them.
Because y'all not gonna win.
You played last season, right? So we're going with the most updated resume. You played the Eagles without your starting quarterback. They played you without their starting quarterback, and it was a push. Well, you had Dak this time. They had Jalen Hurts, and you lost.
And we did. We lost.
So they all
we played them again.
Out the window.
I never said, but y'all heard me say this year. I never said that Dallas was going to sweep the Eagles, and I definitely didn't say the Eagles was going to sweep Dallas.
Yes, you did. You said you gave me either or. You said either.
I said we going to split. Oh no, I did. You're right. I retract. Yes, I stand corrected. You did. You're right.
He has a good memory, man.
I did say that.
He has a good memory.
I did say we're either going to sweep them or it's going to be 1-1.
He has a mind of a Libra,
right?
He has a mind of a Libra.
I stand corrected, Scrap. You're right.
I remember what I wore to school my first day of kindergarten.
Without the kindergarten pictures, you can still remember.
Yeah,
right?
I remember what I wore my first day of kindergarten, man. Because my shoes was hurting my feet. I had some Buster Browns on.
Oh man!
Yeah, oh yeah, Buster Brown.
Yeah, they was hurting my feet too, man.
Hurting your feet. Oh yeah, those.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I'm just a reasonable fan. I'm just trying to let America know. Again, having a sports show, we still got to be objective. Good. Y'all not objective, man. Y'all are not objective.
I do. I
not with your 49ers. No, not with the 49ers. You are not objective with the 49ers.
So let me
tell me right now. Okay, let me hear you. Let me ask you this, D. What weakness does the 49ers have? If you tell me there's no weakness on that team,
no.
I'm just going to log off right now.
Of course, there's a weakness.
Okay, what is it? I want you to
I would think that
on the weakness at the 49ers.
I think our corners is our weakness, but
see, there's
there is a but. You can hide any weakness to your corners by your pass rush. There is an answer. It's not just one way in and one way out. I think now that our pass rush has really come into form, I think it will give teams, it will give quarterbacks problems, and they will now be rushed into making more mistakes.
Okay, but what's the problem with your secondary though? I mean, you gave me what y'all do to compensate, or like you say, hide, because every team can hide a weakness, especially if you're a really good team. But I'm saying, what elaborate on that weakness with them corners or that back end or your secondary.
Well, I think we could. I think obviously we could use some more lockdown. We could do if we had a lockdown corner, and I would consider a lockdown corner
like Diggs.
Well,
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
When was the last game
Diggs is a lockdown. This is a lockdown.
Where he's locked down? Where he's locked down?
Doesn't matter. Even he's
rehab.
He's better on crutches than your guys on with 2 feet running. He's still better. But go ahead. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And let me just say this. What's overrated is saying someone is a lockdown when they are constantly tested. And even Diggs' fantastic season, people were trying him all the time because he is susceptible. He is susceptible.
AJ Brown hit him with a double move and had him chasing his tail.
You can double move.
Not last year.
Yes, he did.
Of course he did.
Yes, he did.
The second game against Dallas. That second game. That second game against Dallas.
With Gardner Minshew quarterbacking.
You can double move him into another.
Because he tried to jump the routes too much.
Yeah, he gambled too much.
But I'm saying efficiency against him is still very low. Like Diggs is still, they're not throwing the Diggs as often. And even when he had the 11-pick season, they was testing him. But he's just a ball hawk.
Efficiency. I just go by what I see my team do to people. So you said DaRon Bland he leads the league in pick sixes, but not against us. He didn't do none of that against us.
And the QBR rating against.
That's cute. That's cute. PFF, Pro Football Focus have him all world.
Now it's
all world. All world.
But what about
when I'm not impressed. I mean, you guys' game was a lot closer, and it could have gone according to Rod one way or the other.
No, not according to Rod, even according to you. Don text me. Speaking of divulging text messages, okay? All right.
Oh, man,
I
he's a double agent.
No, I call it like I see it.
When the Eagles on that third
Yo,
down,
don't break that cup tomorrow, man. Don't break that cup tomorrow, man.
Yeah. But scrap. When the Eagles tried on that third down, y'all tried to throw the fade out there to what's his name, to AJ Brown, and when
I text Don right after that too.
No, but somebody texted me and said, "Y'all gonna win. Y'all gonna win." That's I got a text. I got a text to say y'all gonna win. Now I can't confirm it or not. I don't know who it came from. I got to check my text message again. I don't know if it came from Don,
but somebody else. His service.
Somebody text me.
Listen, his service failed him because he said y'all gonna win second place in this game, but that part didn't come. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll say this. Yeah, I'll say this. It was a close. We haven't now. Tomorrow we'll be able to tell, and so I am very confident, and I'm going to stand by that. I think we are at least 10 points better than the Eagles. I predicted obviously that we would win by 14 points, right? 2 touchdowns, but
y'all have no respect for one another. That's it. That's cool.
That's
not what we should have. No, I'm talking about not from a fandom perspective. I'm just saying from.
So what should me and Scrap do? We should exchange sweatshirts and jerseys and stuff. No. I think my team is just.
But to predict blowouts against 2 teams, like I would never predict that. Like I'm just saying, if you're looking at a game,
I predicted a blowout against the Cowboys.
Give me the Chiefs some 2 years ago when they had Tyreek Hill. But I still wouldn't say.
You heard what I said, right? I predicted a blowout against the Cowboys, right?
No,
you remember that?
No, you didn't pick no.
Yes, I did.
You didn't pick no blowout. You didn't pick no blow. You got to go back to that. We got to pull that week up.
All right.
We got to pull that week up. Yeah, pull that week up. I don't remember you saying it was going to be a blowout.
I'm going to. Yes.
No.
Yes. Because, and this is what he's going to say. When I think in the NFL, right? And maybe we'll get your take on this, Scrap. What do you think is a score that over how many points do you consider a blowout in the NFL? Because Rod will be like, if you win by 3 scores, that's not really a blowout if it was close most of the game. No. Because that's what he tried to say when you guys, when was it when Philly beat the Cowboys? No, when Philly beat Miami and they started kneeling when it was already up by 14 points, and they started kneeling. They could have went up by 20.
It was well in hand. Yeah, it was well in hand.
He was like, "Oh man, I don't really consider that a blowout."
What was the score in that game? I can't recall, but go ahead.
They lost by 14, but they threw a deep pass. They got into the 10-yard line. They were in the red zone, well into the red zone, with a little bit over 2 minutes left, and they kneeled the rest of the game out.
Yeah. We're gentlemen. At the end of the day, we're gentlemen.
They could have won by 3 scores, and I had easily predicted that they won by I think 10. I might have said 10 or 14.
It was 31-17. 31-17. They beat them. That was 31-17.
I would say,
but that game was a little bit closer than what the score predicted. Yes, no, at the end. But at the end, no, it was. It was. That game was still competitive.
See, his fans
his brother. You remember he's doing the brother.
So y'all think the game? So was the game in hand in the middle of the third quarter? You gonna say the game was over by then? Was y'all resting starters in the middle of the third quarter?
If you don't feel like the team could really come back, or it's ever a chance that the other team who's winning is losing,
it doesn't matter. Because one play can change the game, but it doesn't matter. Like even if you feel that. Even though you could feel that dominant performance, it still doesn't mean what if you're only down by 1 score, a fumble, a punt return, one play can change the whole game. So that's that's not a blowout.
The next shirt y'all gotta do dominate and defeat, and then put a shirt with a big if in the middle. Just if. Just put that in the middle of a shirt. Just if. Listen,
so going into the fourth quarter, that game, y'all was only up by 7 points going into the fourth quarter. It was 24-17 going into the fourth quarter.
Okay.
So y'all gonna tell me that? So you can't say that game was a blow. Like the scores that y'all picking for tomorrow's game, 89-3. The scores y'all picking, that game is over in the middle of the first quarter. Y'all picking like irrational scores.
No, 35-21 is not that means they are scoring, but then we just, either
impose your will.
So then it's not a blowout then. So it's not, are you saying it's not?
So that's why we're going to go back to the tape. Cause I know for a fact that I said that we were going to blow the Cowboys out. But in
consider a blowout. A blowout is like a convincing win. I say about 2
Right.
touchdowns and then a field goal, just to let salt it away, so to speak, to make the ref take the mouthpiece out. You see what I'm saying? Because like we could have did that to y'all, but we didn't. We got foolish at the end. We could have ran.
Y'all wasn't going. Now, but that's secondary. You kidding me? That wasn't going to happen, Scrap.
Y'all were done. Y'all were done.
No, we weren't.
Y'all were done. The only reason why you have optimism, and I will say it again, is because the last 2 possessions we had, instead of us just salting the game away, we decided to get cute and start throwing bombs and doing stupid stuff. But if we would have did what we were supposed to do, we would have beat y'all convincingly, and you wouldn't have had no optimism at all.
No.
So you can say that now. See, I can't use if. See, you see that?
No,
I can't use
but I'm
if.
saying
He can use if, but I can't use if.
No, it wasn't because in the fourth quarter of that game, because y'all only had like 17 total yards of offense in that game. But don't make it just because of the play calling. That third down call was questionable. But at the end of the day, our defense definitely shut y'all down in that fourth quarter. We shut y'all down.
No, y'all didn't.
No, we didn't.
Did y'all put up? How many points did y'all score in the second half?
6.
Yes, and how many points did they score?
Too many.
Let me go back.
Did they score more than 6? Then it wasn't a shutdown.
They were up at halftime. They were up a field goal at halftime.
Right, 17, 14, right? Something like that.
Yeah, 17-14. They were up at halftime.
So the game was y'all going into the fourth quarter. Y'all were up 28-17.
Right.
Because y'all scored 2 touchdowns in the third quarter. We didn't score. But then in the fourth quarter,
what happened at half? From half on,
we was up 17-14 at the half, and then in the third
how'd the
quarter,
score end?
How did it end? 28-23. Because Dak didn't get the 2-point conversion, which would have made it. We would have had all we had to do is get a field goal range and tie it up because Aubrey hasn't missed yet. Aubrey is money.
There we go.
All pro.
I have him on my fantasy team.
Keep him on your fantasy team because
he better get Elliott. You better get Elliott. Elliott can kick
Elliott
from
is trash.
zone.
He ain't better than
Aubrey.
Aubrey.
You know what's good?
The best kicker
you know what's
in the
good
league right now.
No, he's not. He's not the best kicker in the league.
He's not the best kicker. Why would he not be the best kicker? He hasn't missed a field goal yet. He has not missed a field goal.
So I'll say this, Elliott. You see how Scrap is excited. Were you watching the show when I was? Rod, you don't remember us having the discussion about the Cowboys, and you were like, "Yeah, the Cowboys can put up 30 points, and even if we don't, we still have a great kicker." You remember that show?
Yeah, I think I recall. Yeah,
that was the show that I said that we were going to blow you guys out, and we were going to put up 30 points. I said 30, but we wound up putting up 42. Scrap just took a page from your book. He started. I don't talk about Moody because all Moody is kicking is extra points. He's not kicking field goals. We don't need him to do that.
Well, we know he's not kicking field goals because he missed one in Cleveland.
All he's going to do, that's fine, but all he's going to be doing is kicking extra points. Scrap is now trying to enter Elliott into the conversation because when they get, all they're going to be able to do is try to kick field goals to try to maintain. We are going to blow them out.
My score is the most.
I said Elliott because he mentioned his kicker. So what? He mentioned his kicker. I can't mention my kicker.
You can mention your kicker, but it's convenient that you're mentioning your kicker the day before.
I'm gonna tell you who's not going to play tomorrow. Our punter, he could take the day off. We're not using him tomorrow. Fourth down, we're going for it. Okay, there will be no punts by us. No punts. I'm telling you, yo, man, we going. Oh my God, man, we gonna put hands and feet on y'all tomorrow, man. Okay. Hands and feet.
Can we get one more prediction? Let's
Justin
talk
Hopkins
defensively.
is actually the best kicker right now for the Browns, and then Aubrey is second.
Right, I know he wasn't the best kicker.
My kicker made a 60-yarder in the rain. I'm not trying to hear none of that y'all saying.
I ain't gonna lie. Oh my God,
that hurts you. Lord. That hurt. I see it on your face. I see it on your face.
We're gonna do a.
We should do a live watching the game.
I gotta focus. I gotta focus on the game. We'll do a live while you guys play.
Why can't I focus? No, I curse way too much during the game. I'm gonna have to turn my mic off. I curse way too much during the game. I curse way too much.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm loud. I ain't gonna lie, I go crazy, son.
The live would be too difficult.
I go crazy. Yeah, the live. Listen, we gotta.
It'd be good though.
It would be fantastic.
It would be good.
No, it would be awesome.
It'd be good.
Yeah,
I need to probably set up a type of. Let's talk this. Rod, excuse us for a second. When we meet in the NFC Championship game, excuse us,
Rod. Excuse us, Rod.
When we meet in the NFC Championship game, we can do. I'm clipping it. You know I clipped it. When we meet in the NFC Championship game, we can discuss that, man. We can do a live, and Rod can just, kind of
hate on both of us.
Tennis, right? He could just be, oh man, that was a touchdown, but I ain't like that. You see how
he gonna be like men on films. Hated it. Hated it. Right on football. Hated it.
Just get him a tiny little.
Yeah, get him a little Adebisi hat. Adebisi hat, right? Hated it.
Right.
But you ain't gonna get the snap, though. I ain't doing the snap. I ain't doing that.
Please don't. Please don't.
Nah, we ain't going for that.
We ain't going that far. Yeah. The whole show might have a different name. Nah, we good. Nah, but listen. No, we should do something like that. Yeah,
that'd be dope. That'd be dope.
Because I almost ripped my TV screen off my wall. So my sons was like, yo.
Don't go viral.
When Mike McCarthy threw that third down, try to throw that faded CD on Thursday night instead of running the ball, yo, son, I lost.
Listen,
but you know what we can do? We'll all get on a text thread with all three of us, and we can talk throughout the games. I mean. Yeah. Rod is sitting.
Yeah, well, we should do that for this Sunday game.
You see how Rod is sitting side saddle now because his team already won to beat the Seattle.
Listen, if y'all could have saw me for that last play we lined up, I'm like, why is there nobody in the backfield? What is we doing? And then I'm like, I don't believe you. Oh, hold on, wait, let's go.
Oh man,
I ain't gonna lie, man. I was livid. Yeah, when I saw Swift come out of the backfield, whoever it was, and line up wide, I said, what are we doing? I'm going crazy.
Yeah. That was a good play call. That was a good play call. I have to admit, that was a good play call. That's what you're going to have to watch out for, D. I have to say, my pick for Sunday's game is the only rational pick because this game is going to go down.
That pick's not rational. Let me tell you something with Vegas. Listen, Vegas is really throwing us a bone. Because that means all Eagle fans are going to go Eagles money line, and we're going to cash out, man. Don, can you make money fall behind me like you do balloons with him? Can you make money?
No, he can do it. He has all of those.
Rod, can we make it rain, Rod?
I can't make it rain. I gotta.
Oh, Don, can you do the Dave Chappelle thing when he got the crown on? He got the money when he's Oprah baby pop and he got holding the money like this. Can somebody do something? Give me something.
Give me something.
I'm working on it. We'll have some more.
Yeah, we have to put. Yeah, we got to put. Yeah,
between now and next week, we'll have some more gifts to throw up in there. But it's gonna be a fantastic show, man. It's gonna be Monday show, or if we push it to Tuesday. I mean, there's Mondays.
I'm good either way, man. Like I said, I'm gonna be in my hotel room and watching the game from in a DC hotel, watching this game, looking at it on Sunday. If y'all want to do Monday show, I'm good. In the evening, Tuesday, whatever. See, this game to me, man, you almost want to do it the night of, just to get the reaction, we
can do that.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, I ain't got nothing to do Sunday night.
And you see how willing he is. But let me tell you, and I'll say this, and you can wrap the show. And this is why there is a major problem with Cowboy fans. When Cowboys win, I'm talking about all kind of air in their lungs. I mean, yeah, we can do it. We can. I'll fly out to San Francisco and we do the show. I'll sit right next to him. We do the show. When they lose, I have to talk him off the ledge. Yo, we doing the show. Yo, D, I don't even know if I want to do this anymore. I don't know. I'm sick of talking. Yo, big.
Yo, big.
You don't even want to talk no more. I'm like, yo, dog.
I'll be like, yo, Don, I don't know if this is for me.
Yo, I don't know.
He had to switch cameras 3 times after we beat him. Remember that?
Right.
You had to switch cameras 3 times for the recap after we beat y'all. He's like, oh, my camera ain't working, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Oh, man, I just can't get it, man.
And that was to White Tear. That was wipe tears in between segments.
That was probably effects he got. That was probably some effects that he got. Man, he probably got the effects for that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna make the pixelated thing come down, and I got it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front, man. That game, I was so mad. I didn't want to see Scrap, man. I didn't want no
wins, losses. We'll move. We'll just we just man up. Hey, this is Cowboy fans.
Take it.
They need a day to
recover.
Conjure up. No, they need a day to conjure up.
Cook up their story. Yeah,
they watch the all 22 and come up with every excuse under the sun.
I gotta
now it's to break the game down. We want a reaction based off the final score. We want
listen. I'm telling you. If we go live, I'm going on Amazon when we hang up, and I'm gonna find those goat legs that Dave Chappelle had on. He was like, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Oh my, I'll be doing that in front of the camera all game tomorrow.
That won't happen. That's not gonna happen.
I'm gonna be some goat legs on you.
So Scrap said 34-17, right? Is that what the score was?
And I'm standing on that. Yep, 34-17.
And D, what did you say?
38-21.
No, I said 35. 35-21.
Oh, first you said 38, then you brought it down. You doing your
I did 38. No, I said 38.
Remember, I said 35. You said 1 point less.
Oh, you said 35, then you said 30. No, you said 35. He said a different score first. He said a different score first.
I said 35-21, 2 touchdowns.
And
you know the progressive commercial. You know the progressive commercial. Let's go to the replay.
Drop it. We can
drop the flag. We can go to the replay.
Can you rewind? Live, they can rewind it for us.
So the score, right? We'll wrap it up with this. What score do you have for tomorrow's game?
I got 38-33 Niners.
Okay, I have 49ers 35, Eagles 21.
Okay, and I got Eagles 34, 49ers 17.
Wow. There you have it. From the horse's mouth.
That's it.
So nobody can. Oh man, I was talking and there was a voiceover and somebody else said that score. You heard it.
I said
you heard it here. Okay.
You know how the price is right. You got to get within the range in order to get called.
No, you know what?
That's gonna be me. My score prediction is gonna be that. Watch.
The next one when D and them leave, it's gonna be a black screen of his silhouette. He was like, "Well, I never really said that we were going to win." It's gonna be like first 48, man. I'm telling you, man, he's gonna be a witness protection. I'm telling you, watch, man. I'm telling you, man.
Right, we're gonna do our part. Right, Sunday we're gonna do our part to brotherly shove you into winning the NFC East.
Yeah,
do our part. We're gonna do our part.
You should have warned him about me, D. You should have warned him about me.
Listen, I told him how much fun we used to have.
Body too,
yeah. Well, at first I thought we were going to just walk all over. Then like Mike Tyson said, everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face. And then the music gonna play, and then it's gonna show all types of carnage on that field, man. This is the second week I had him like this, man. I had him like that when I said about the Nets, he could lay down at the games, man.
You can stretch out at the games.
That's my second time getting him like this, man.
God. Yo, bro. Oh man, son.
It's all good, man. Yeah. It's all good.
Another good one. Another one for the books, man.
Another one for the books.
Oh my God.
Another one for the books.
Once again, shout outs to Kingdom Creative for the production. Shout out to Infinite Audio for the music. I know this is okay. We're gonna see. Listen, you guys can have all the fun.
But D, listen, if that when we beat y'all, can you please do that? Can you have a dark room and you sitting there like that, please?
Okay, now you okay. So now
that's way.
I was trying to sign off. You cats will not let me sign off. Okay. So let's sweeten the deal. Let's sweeten the deal a little bit.
Okay. I'm not shaving my head bald.
No.
Oh, okay.
The winner wears the other teams on the next show, not the live. If we do a live tomorrow, the winner wears the. So when we win, you got to wear Niners gear next show.
Okay.
And let me tell you what happened with Rod. Me and Rod did that last year. Do you know Rod canceled shows week after week? Yo, I can't find nothing 49. Yes, you did.
I wore that stupid 49er hat, which I actually threw away. It was in the
Renee, you know what he did?
You do that?
He went all the way until we lost. And then he wanted to do the show and wear the 49ers.
I did. Yeah.
That's no.
He went. We went 2 weeks.
Because I was trying. I couldn't find no 49er hat down here
in Atlanta. You can't find 49ers gear.
I couldn't. No, you wanted me to wear. No, I could wear anything, right? It wasn't. I don't think the bet was a hat or.
You was like, yo, I'm gonna go to Lids. I'm gonna go to Lids, and I can't. Lids don't have no 49er gear.
Didn't I wear the 49 a couple services? Not services. It's a couple of shows.
You no. You wore it once, but it was 2 weeks later. It was after we beat you. You waited until we lost.
Yeah, I did.
And then you was like, I found that hat now. So what we can do is, obviously, if we do a live tomorrow, I won't have time to get any Eagles gear if needed. You won't have time to get any 49ers gear, but what we can do is, and maybe that should be a good thing for you guys. I'm not week 14. I'm not going to.
I don't know if I can do that. I can't put on. I can't wear nothing Eagle, man.
But see, that's the difference.
I can't. That's
the difference.
I couldn't wear. Why do you think it took so long for me to wear 49er material?
But there is confidence. There is a confidence that comes with that because I know I'm not going to have to buy an Eagles hat. Scrap is going to have to scour the city of Philly and find a
I got a Snipes 5 minutes from my house.
Oh, that's what's up. See? No problem. So I'll say it right now. 49ers.
So if you need me to send you an Eagles hat, I FedEx it to you. I'll get it to you ASAP.
No, we can Bay Area, we can find we got all the gear, all the teams. No problem.
Okay.
I won't need it. But since you got a Snipes there, no problem. Cool. Make sure it's a nice 49ers hat. So that's the deal. We'll put something on it. 49ers. If the Eagles win, I'll wear not the live. If we do a live, by the next show, I'll wear Eagles hat. Likewise, if we
go live, just let me know. Just let me know if we go live, so I can go to my mom's house to watch the game because she got Xfinity, so it's on. I got the Fire Stick cable, so I'm like,
got it.
You've been crying already. I'm like, what is he crying? Oh yeah, that's why he crying. Right. It's on a bit of a delay, so you get what you pay for. I pay $10 a month. I get to watch everything, baby. You get what you pay for, like the Chiefs receivers. Like the Chiefs receivers, you get what you pay for, man.
You get what you pay for, right?
Get what you pay for, man.
Okay, do that again, man. One more time, man. One more time.
He likes that.
We were just gonna walk all over him.
He loves that.
Everybody has a plan until they get hit in the face.
Yo, I can just see because these bodies, he got the silhouette because his shoulders be up.
And that's fine.
I ain't gonna lie.
He likes that.
Scrap gonna get some. Listen, he got more material for next week. That's what I'm saying.
Wait till next week.
So listen, you gonna be in
enjoy
stitches,
now.
Bro.
Enjoy now.
You know what Scrap is capable of. So it's
enjoy
coming.
now.
So
see the beauty of it. I don't know what I'm gonna say. It just comes. It just comes to me, man. It just comes to me. It just comes to me, man. So.
All right. So. Shout outs to Kingdom Creative for the production. Shout outs to Infinite Audio for the music. Once again, please like, share, subscribe to our Facebook, YouTube page. Thank you for joining us. Week 13 is going to be one for the ages. We got a big game, big game. 4:25 Eastern. Tomorrow, 49ers face off against the Philadelphia Eagles. Of course, Rod is feeling himself because they beat Seattle Coffee Roasters on Thursday. So he's going to sit back and watch and hope that we provide a brotherly shove so they can get the NFC East.
Yes,
handle that. Handle
your business.
Handle your business. And then week 14, that's all we can do. We did what we could do. We handled our business.
Yeah, Eagles, they tried.
10-2, and then that'll be that. But join us on next show, and we may go live. But we'll
for the game. We'll figure that out.
Go live for the game
Yeah,
or right
figure
after
it
the
out.
game for reactions.
We got to do it during the game. All 4
Yeah, you got to do it
quarters.
during the game. All 4 quarters. But you don't want
take
that.
a break at halftime.
You can take a focus.
I need to focus. I need to watch.
I can understand that though, D.
I gotta watch. I gotta watch.
We are gonna be watching. All
yeah,
together.
but it's gonna be tough. We'll see. We'll see. It may be possible. It's just tough.
Well, if they lose, he gonna blame it on the fact that we went live. He gonna be like,
no. I don't do that. No. 35, 21.
Yeah, 34-17.
Whether we go live or not, that's the same score,
Whether
right?
we go live or not.
Yeah.
So, but in any case, thanks again for joining us. Until next time, peace.